What is going on, guys? Sensor here, and today I have a very important announcement to make regarding the team for Dallas. I actually saved this gameplay with the team, myself, Bobby, Saints, and Fears, and this is against Status Quo. If you guys don't know, Flamesword Enabled, Hysteria, and Chirico. And Flamesword and Enable are very accomplished Halo players on Status Quo. They won MLG Dallas 2 years ago in Halo with their team. So they're obviously some great players. They transitioned over to COD with the announcement Sundance said Halo isn't going to be on the circuit and COD is. So great for them. They're competitors to the death, and they want to play the game, and they want to play it at the highest level. So they've been grinding out COD. I know they have. They played in the Dallas qualifier bracket, and I think they lost to Envy in the losers bracket. But nonetheless, it's a pretty established team. They still have a lot to work on, in my opinion, but they are great players on Halo, and I expect them to be great players on COD once they get the hang of the game. The important announcement that I wanted to make, if you guys weren't following what happened on Twitter last night, I didn't even know. I actually went on a date to get some frozen yogurt, and I came home and I got a call from Bobby, and he said that he's going to refund his flight for Dallas. So my heart dropped, and I said, "What are you talking about?" And he replied with, "Saints is sketching to join Dare." So I didn't believe it at first, and I didn't think it would happen. I don't think Saints is the type of player to do that, especially to me. I thought he had a lot of respect for me, but I told Bob that I was going to handle it, and no matter what happens, he's not going to refund that flight. That's the last thing he can do. When the going gets tough, you could either quit and just be a loser, or you could struggle through it and fight through it. And that's what really defines your character, is how you act under pressure, how you decide to show your character when things aren't going your way, when everyone's not on your side, when your back's against the wall. And this is one of those situations where we could just give up, not even go to Dallas, not even pick up a player, and have Saints just leave and call it a day. Dallas is going to be the biggest event for any players to go to in Call of Duty history, with the COD championships on the line and everything. This is the time where we got to show up and play at our highest level. We have to be extremely optimistic. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in the teammates that we have, and we have to get it done. One way or another, we got to get it done. And that's what I told him. I said, listen, I talked to Saints. I said everything you could think of. I don't think that team's going to be successful. I don't think they're going to do well, even though they have our seed. His whole argument was that they have a seed, and he didn't feel confident with the team he has because of our attitudes and the fact that we don't play as much as we should. And we all knew this team has potential to do very well. We showed it plenty of times. We played well in this game. We have success on this game. And we know that this online stuff doesn't mean much, but I guess someone in Dare said something to Saints to convince him, so I tried everything, I told him, listen, you have a really good chance with getting a good seed and then playing Complexity, Optic, Envy, Farico, whoever in the first round and losing, and you won't get money and you can't go to the COD championships with the team. I tried everything to keep this guy on the team. And I even went to say, I put him in the situation, like, if you respect me, you'll stay on the team. And I don't know, he just didn't respond. And if he's not going to respond to me and he doesn't have the integrity to, tell me like it is, or if he isn't thinking straight, because I think this is a terrible move on his part, then I'm not going to be the one to sit here and ride his nuts and convince him to stay on the team. I'm going to try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we have to move on as a team. So Bob's sleeping right now. I talked to Fears on the phone, and we came to the conclusion that we should just find a brand new player. And, some names were thrown up. We thought of Revan, and Fears brought up Saint, and I thought of Saint too. I thought Saint's a great player. I like his history. I like where he came from. He reminds me a little bit of myself. I think we have a lot in common. He likes basketball and sports and partying and all that stuff. I could definitely relate to that. And I think he's a clutch player. He beat me at UMG. We did choke really hard. I think we should have won the match, but he was the player on his team that stood out to me. He seems like a player that I think will perform, and I would never go to an event ever if I don't think my team could perform. So obviously we all agreed on this guy. Bob doesn't know the news yet. I texted it to him. He's sleeping. But Fears and I came to the conclusion that if Saints doesn't want to stay on the team, and if he's considering joining another team, then it's not worth keeping him. Although I have a lot of respect for the guy, I think he's one of the best players, and I really wanted to see the team succeed with Saints. We just think it's in the team's best interest to let him go, let him do whatever he wants to do. You know, if that's his choice to join Dare, then let it be. We think that with Saint on the team will do very well. I don't think that we're going to go into the event and lose. I really think we have a good shot at this thing. And like I said before, I would never go into a LAN event with a team that I don't think will play well at the event. I always make sure my team's prepared. I will never let my team slack off when it matters most. And I care too much to just quit. I'm not just going to give in. And whenever anything doesn't go my way like it is right now, you know, I seem to get a lot of adversity in my gaming career. No matter what happens to me, something always stupid seems to happen. But this is what we're going to do, and we have a lot of confidence in Saint, and that's going to be the roster. Myself, Bobby, Fears, and Saint, not Saints. Thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.